Hey, this is Truth Electro Free Southeast, and today our video is going to show you how to clean and disassemble your CS700 shake machine. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, we have our CS700 shake machine today, and we're going to show you how to take everything apart and get it all cleaned up. So we're first going to start by putting the machine into the off mode, and we're going to grab a bucket to empty everything out from the hopper and the cylinder and get it out of the machine. All right, so to start this process, we're first going to remove the lid, and we're also going to remove your air tube or your carburetor. This is a restriction, so we want to get this out so we can empty it out as efficiently as possible. We're going to put this in our little bus bin to go cleaning. All right, at this point, we're gonna put the bucket down here and we're gonna unplug the blender if you have one. This is so it won't be spraying everything everywhere as you're extracting it out. And we're gonna go ahead and put it in clean mode, pull the handle and just get everything out of the machine. Alrighty guys, so we're kind of tripling down. We got most of the mix emptied out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and close this and turn off the machine. And with this frozen product, depending on when you last filled the machine, if it's relatively fresh, you can put this back in the fridge to let it thaw out to reuse. Or if it's a bit old, go ahead and toss it out, okay? So we're going to get this out. Now that we have the machine empty out of the product, we're going to start rinsing the machine. This process just basically involves putting water in the top and then letting everything kind of run through the machine. So we do most of the work with the machine, so he has as little to do when you go to the sink. So we're going to start with some prep buckets of clean water. And we're going to go ahead and just pour right in. At this point, I would grab like a spatula or something to use to basically get everything in the top mixed out so that when you drain it, it'll go out the front. What you want to do though at the same time is you want to let this bubbling go and stop until it's filled with water. So if you want to come in real quick. I'm basically mixing all the stuff out here so it will go out with the water. And I'm letting the cylinder fill so that when we start the rinse process, it will be as efficient as possible, pretty much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for this to stop before we put it into clean mode again. Alrighty, if you wanna take a look right here. Now that it stopped bubbling, that lets me know that the cylinder right here is now filled with our cleaning water. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and put it in clean, and we're gonna let that slosh around in there for a couple minutes to melt any other product that needs to be inside, and we're gonna empty that out. We're gonna repeat this process a couple times until the whole system runs clear. So, there we go. Put it on clean, we'll give it a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and empty everything out, and we're gonna repeat this again. We're gonna see you in the next rinse. Alright guys, the machine has been rinsing for probably about 4 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and empty everything out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn this off. And we're going to just drain everything from the cylinder and the hopper. And if you want to take a look up here real quick. See how much of the stuff has come out? We want to use the rinses to get as much as everything out. Like we said, all the work at the machine, minimal work at the sink. Alrighty. So now that we've emptied it out, you're gonna see how much product was left in the cylinder prior to this. So you want to make sure you toss that away, and we're gonna do another rinse. then after we fill it again, we're just going to repeat the process again.
Just like before, you want to wait for it to stop bubbling before you put it on clean.
Back on clean for a couple of minutes, drain that out, and then we'll do it again. See you on the next rinse. Alright guys, so this is our second rinse. This has been rinsed around for a couple of minutes. So we're going to go ahead and shut it off and do another drain. Put the machine off, put your bucket under, and drain. What you're going to notice is that every drain is going to get a little more clear. So we're probably going to do one more rinse, and then we should be ready to take it apart after that. Alrighty, and that's that. Let's get rid of this water. Alright, and this seems like this will be our last rinse before we sanitize it and then get it apart. So let's do that last rinse together. Just like before, you're going to want to let everything bubble and fill the cylinder before you do the rinse. After the last rinse, I like to take a clean towel or rag and wipe down everything in the hopper, just to make sure everything and solids and all that stuff will be rinsed out of the machine. Now that the bubbling is slowing down in the top, we're almost there. Alrighty, the bubbling is pretty much almost there. We're gonna go ahead. Alright, now the bubbling stopped, we're gonna go ahead and put it in clean again, and this will be our last rinse. Alright guys, this is gonna be our last rinse. If you want to take a look at the hopper in here, see how most of the solids and stuff up top are basically mostly gone. This will probably be our last rinse out, and then we're gonna follow it with a sanitizer rinse, and then we're gonna take everything apart, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do this one last time. We're gonna turn it off. We're gonna go ahead and empty this last batch. See how much clearer it is compared to the last few rinses. That's pretty good. And just one note, when you're doing this, if you do have a blender in the front of your machine, try not to hit this. Be very wary of the shaft, okay? It's a high-speed shaft, and you don't want to bend that and shake it. All right. Clear. That out of here. And the final rinse will be with a sanitizer solution. I recommend using Sterashine. There's a lot of products out there, but I've been using Sterashine. It has a moisture remover, and it's great for removing any machines that have dairy products in it. So this is what I recommend. Easy to use, 1 flat scoop, 2 gallons of water, mix it up, and you're good to go. So we're gonna go ahead with this batch, a sanitizer solution as the last rinse. Same procedure, let it bubble and fill. We're gonna take a clean wipe and make sure everything touches the sanitizer water. If you have a float right here, go ahead and take that out now for cleaning. And just make sure you make contact with all the surfaces to minimize what you gotta do and clean the rest of the machine. Awesome. Great. Alrighty, stop bubbling. This is gonna be our last rinse with sanitizer water. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on clean, give it a couple minutes. The moisture remover will do its job to remove any residue from the dairy from your shake mix. And after that, we'll rinse it out and take this whole thing apart, alright? See you next time. Alright guys, this is the last rinse with the sanitizer water before we get everything out. Let's go ahead and empty out that sanitizer water. We're gonna push the machine off. And like usual, we're going to be really careful about the blender head and the shaft. We're going to go ahead and empty everything out. Beautiful. All right. Now we got all that sanitizer out. I'll go ahead and close this and get this out of the way. Alright, you guys, got the machine all rinsed out. We're going to start breaking everything down. Okay? We're going to start by removing your blender. Okay? I know we have the caution stickers and everything on here, but basically don't use this as a handle to pull on. Don't put it on the table, it's going to roll off and damage the blender. These are high-speed rotating devices and you don't want them to be out of balance. They get really loud. And when you're cleaning, don't get liquid into the gaps or anything like that. This is an important item right here. So we're going to start by removing the locking bracket. You push these through, you're going to see this pop out right here. I'm just going to go ahead and slide this out. This is your locking bracket. Put it into the cleaning bin. We're going to go ahead and take this blender. It's already unplugged. We're going to lift it right out. Just like that. We're going to put it somewhere safe where it won't roll off. Alrighty, now that our blender's gone, we're going to go ahead and remove this actuator rod. The job of this rod is to tell the machine when everything's together. If this is not in there, or you lose it, it won't turn on if you don't have it in there. We're going to put that away. Then we're going to go ahead and remove the handle, back, up, and out. Then we're going to remove the two head bolts holding everything together. So we're going to go ahead and just turn that counterclockwise. Just spin right off. Then we're going to go ahead and remove the door and the tray. So this part right here, just know that it may be a little snug, but that's normal because you don't want it leaking out. So if it's a little snug, go ahead and just put your hands on the edge and pull, and this should come out. And you may have a little water come out, but that's normal because it's not a cup of extraction. I'll just put the cup under the to catch that next time. We're going to take this out. And we're going to take out the plunger. This is the main door. We're going to put that aside. And then we're going to go ahead and take the auger assembly out. All right. Then take it out. You got your bushing. You got your two blades up top and bottom. We're going to wash these. Go ahead and take the rear seal off. Take all this stuff to the sink. Alrighty. At this point, it's a good time to get your big brush and your little brush to do a little cleaning before we take the parts away. So we have some sanitizer water prepared here. This is a clean brush. You might want to come up here, and the first thing you want to do is you want to run your brush in the hole like this to make sure that you get anything out from in the bottom, and that's in the tube feeding your cylinder. All right, and then you want to take this guy and sanitize the water and go ahead, push this in with a brushing motion and make sure you're getting everything in the cylinder in and out. If you don't have this, it's okay. Use a clean wipe with the sanitizer if needed. Go ahead and wipe anything else out with the cylinder in the back or anything you haven't reached. Alrighty. With everything wiped down, we're gonna go ahead and take the parts to the sink. Remember, warm soap and water, nothing abrasive, hand wash, and then rinse, sanitize, and air dry. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll see you in a little bit.